Hey, yo, sis. I had to redo it because it didn't have audio. Damn. All right. First things first. We're in the green today. We're in the green, green all around, and a little bit of red, but mostly green. As always, I always like to check what's actually moving. Like, what is going on? So we got Bitcoin, Tether, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ethereum Classic, which I'm a big fan of. I think this is a good storage of value. So number 5. All right. So that's that. My video today is really just about Nano, or formerly known as Roblox. What is going on? What is all this? What is this? So let's do it this way first. Let's just talk about what this is. This is pretty crazy. So if you came in somewhere here, which again, you had months, you ponder and munch over this thing, and you jump in December, sometime in early December, and then holy crap, that shit went up to $30. That's insane. So why? Like, what is this? So Nano is very interesting, and now it's having a little move again. Nano is very interesting. Let's go on their website, because what Nano promises, what Nano could potentially become and do is really, really interesting, and I think makes Nano poised to be closer to cash than a lot of other stuff. So it has to do with the instant transactions and the zero fees, because cash is instant and it doesn't have fees. So Nano is very much closer to actual cash, which I think is really great. It doesn't it has proof of work. It's just a little different than Bitcoin. It's just not the same. That being said, the technology behind Nano is something called block lattice, which is a totally different take on the consensus protocol and how the system validates the transactions. That's the part that's scary, because we don't know. We don't have like this 8 to 10 year history with block lattice where we can say for sure that we know that this is immutable and that there's no issue with it. In fact, Nano or Roblox had the whole BitGrail issue, which now we know is not from the Nano end, it's from the BitGrail end, but still doesn't really help people feel more confident in this. So I'm curious to see how people feel about Nano, what they think about it. Is it something that they're interested in now because of what the potential is, or is it something that they're interested in but they want to give this network more time to see if it really is going to be a super secure, immutable, usable ledger. So I'm kind of curious about that. The other thing I want to really, really, really quickly touch on. So let me know. Write a comment if you use Nano, if you're an investor in Nano, if you think Nano's awesome, or you think Nano's awesome but just not for right now. I'd like to know. I think Nano, I've used it before. I don't have a lot of Nano. I think it's interesting. It's not, again, it's just one of those things where we have to kind of see. Like, I kind of want to see what Nano is. Again, the promise and the potential of Nano is amazing, but only time will tell. So on Cointelegraph, I saw this really quick news on Circle. Here we go. Circle. So Circle is a company, I guess it's owned by Goldman Sachs, or has some type of relation to Goldman Sachs, so the traditional money. And they have acquired Poloniex. So this is pretty huge. And if you read this article, I don't like when people read articles on YouTube, so I'm not going to read this to you. You can read. One of the interesting things is that, to me, this is just a move to show that cryptocurrencies are here to stay. You have this traditional market that is creating this new payment channel, and cryptocurrencies is a centerpiece of this payment system that they're creating. So that's really, really interesting, and I think is a good thing for crypto as more traditional institutions begin to accept it and to find ways around it, and it's all a good thing. So I think this is really good news, interesting news. And last thing, really quick, about Venezuela, just like my quick thought about this, I don't know what they're doing. It's very confusing. I have no idea what is going on with these guys. I heard that the president wants them to mine. He wants banks to mine this token, which is so random, and then like it's supposed to be pegged to an asset, but then like it's mineable. So shouldn't it not be mineable if it's pegged to an asset, so you can accurately peg it to an asset? Like, I don't know. I'm totally confused about Petro, what the hell it's trying to do. It's looks like a cash grab to me, but like, I don't know. I think it's good in a sense to have a country use cryptocurrency for the whole cryptocurrency overall. I think that's a good thing. I'm just not sure about this execution. I think this is very weird. Like, I just think the whole concept of this is very strange. And I'm surprised that these governments don't just use an existing blockchain. I know people are going to say, well, they want control over it. Right, but you have a token on a blockchain that you don't control. It's the same thing. Like, what if that blockchain dies? I mean, I don't know about how NEM works particularly. If NEM dies, what happens to its assets that were built on it? But yeah, I mean, I just like, why not just use Litecoin? Let's just use Litecoin. Like, just use Litecoin. Like, I don't know. I mean, granted, I don't think Litecoin's the fastest, but I don't know. I think that it would just make more sense if the government was like, we're going to use this one currency. Like, let's say they're going to use NEM. We're going to use NEM. Just buy a bunch of NEM over the course of 3 months, and then they start airdropping some to the citizens. And like, I can see like how if you have that much power and control, you can get people to use a cryptocurrency. It's just strange when the whole concept is to have them use one that you specifically made. I get it, it's for control, but then it's like, I don't know. I feel like I think the strategy here is just very bizarre. But then again, it's a bizarre place. So anyway, if you have any interesting thoughts about Venezuela, who knows? It's all speculative, rambly bambly, sipping coffee, talking silliness. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on over here. Well, hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any comments or any things, I'd love to talk about Nano. Or if you want to talk about this funky Petro token, we can totally talk about that too. All right, till next time.